free enterprise and free trade are the way for us to come out of COVID and are critical to helping the UK build back stronger and greener. That's the central message. As you've said, we're united in believing that green protectionism is a threat that has developed over recent years, and which says that trade is bad for the environment. It isn't. In order to accelerate the take-up of technologies like electric vehicles, it's so important that the border barriers stay down, that we champion free trade, and we show how that is absolutely in line with delivering the environmental changes which we need.
Graham, surely then the best thing to do then is to get a trade deal with the world's biggest nation, and that's something that your boss has said we're not going to get for a couple of years now. You must be very disappointed that given this new initiative, we're not going to get a deal with the biggest nation on the planet.
Well, I don't know which the biggest nation on the planet you necessarily mean, but we are certainly looking through to use the G7, the WTO, other organizations in order to lower barriers to trade around the world. It's not just about FTAs. Our preferred route is to ensure that we have a global system, a rules-based system in which everyone is treated equally and in which there is built into it recognition of the importance of the environment, of dropping the barriers to trade. So, I mentioned, electric vehicles. At the heart of that, about a third of the value of those is of the battery. In order to justify the vast expenditures that have gone into making those battery have a decent, route length and all the rest of it, has taken very large sums of money. And the only way that people will be able to continue to invest in that sort of innovation is if they can access global markets. So we'll use the COP26, which of course we're hosting this year, and we'll use the intellectual firepower of this report to make the case to all countries, whether we have a free trade agreement with them or not, to say, let's work together. This is a common problem. What we need is a common set of rules. And that's why we believe that the multilateral approach is typically the right one and the best one.
Graham, you knew exactly who I meant when I said the biggest nation. I mean, the biggest economic nation on the planet. Come on, Graham, let's be honest. Why aren't we getting a trade deal, what we expected to be pretty much oven ready? I know it's one of those phrases by some of the Brexiteers as well. Why haven't we got a trade deal with the biggest economic nation on the planet? And Liz Truss doesn't think we're going to get one until at least 2023.
Normally, trade agreements are often a very long time in the making, but actually we've made enormous advances with the US under the previous administration, and we're engaging closely. Only last week, Liz Truss was with her counterpart, Catherine Tai, in Washington, and we are delighted that the Biden administration has rejoined the Paris Agreement, and that we're working closely together. John Kerry's speech yesterday, absolutely showing the UK and the US walking in lockstep to make sure that the world wakes up to the climate threat and that we build the right frameworks to do it. So, the FTA with the US, we will see how that goes, but we think that things are well set. But we don't want to set an artificial deadline. And they're our biggest overall trading partner. And they're our largest overseas investor, just as we are their largest overseas investor. So the more than 1 million people in the UK go to work for American companies each day, and the more than a million Americans who go to work for British companies each day can be sure that we are working closely together, and we're building ever closer ties and seeking to remove market access barriers, whether through an FTA or otherwise.